Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Underrated Sports Show. Tonight it's gonna be some good. We're gonna talk about boxing. Also, we're gonna talk a little bit about USA basketball with my brother and co-host She Stay Sleep TV. Right? So, so I'm going to do these announcements. Then me and She Stay Sleep gonna chop it up a little bit to some more people come in. If you want to know anything more about the one and only Underrated Dark, this is Jerry Thomas. Facebook. I have a Facebook group, all in caps, JTMVP Thinking for Ourselves. Also, Twitter account, also caps, at JTBlackman44. Instagram, the Underrated Darkness, lower caps. Um, I'll be every Monday, the Underrated Sports Show be on like Monday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. All right. We have it at this time because things had to be working out between me and She Stay Sleep. So we on Wednesday. So but usually be on Monday. So watch out for that. Also, in a few months I'll be doing live streams on midterms election of our perspective. Check that out. Subscribe and like to yours truly, Underrated Darkness, on my channel. Also, subscribe and like She Stay Sleep TV. Hit the bell when I come for the powerful live stream video. Other videos and live streams that I did in the past. Let's get them likes and the views up. Very much appreciated. I did a live by YouTube Cult, and also She Stay Sleep. Had a brother had did a presentation. It was very enriching. That's how. So so that's it for that. I'm gonna invite the brother. She Stay Sleep. What's going on, brother, tonight?
Peace. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Welcome to the sports show, Underrated Sports Show. Like my brother said, every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're gonna do it this week on Wednesday. Just life things. Gotta reschedule things sometimes, but appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everybody for tuning in, and we got a couple things to talk about tonight. So shout out to y'all for tuning in. It's all love.
Yeah. J Dog, what's going on? Just go to our channel and you will see the lives that we did. All right. She Stay Sleep TV and the Underrated Darkness. Just go to our channels, you'll find it. It's up there. But before I start, we'll talk about USA basketball to people start forming in and everything. I did not know that the coach of San Antonio, he coached the USC, gonna be coaching the USA team. Greg Popovich. And there's Paul George on there. Kyle Lowry is on there. Blake Griffin. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going. Griffin, I think he gonna get a very excellent chance to join the Olympic team. I really think so. But this is for the FIBA World Cup. What that means that when they play for the World Cup and that's FIBA World Cup, they gotta qualify. So that means that if they come for they qualify the top first three, that means they go straight to Olympics. And then when you win the FIBA Cup, you go automatically go to the Olympics. I think you get a first round bye in the Olympics. I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on that. So I think 2020 it could be a very strong team. I don't know that LeBron going to play. I don't know if it's thinking about it. Knowing LeBron, he probably want the young ones, to get the experience of. But I think that for me, brother, that you know, I feel we got the guards, we got the forwards, but I think we need some people could grab the boards and stuff like that, you know. And thing about we do got a few big men. We got Boogie. Definitely definitely Davis. He gonna be on it. Anthony Davis definitely gonna be on the team. I don't think I don't think he's supposed to be playing the world championship because he got to spot the Olympics. He already proved himself and everything. But it'd be nice and Boogie. Now it's gonna be somebody. I don't know how you feel about this one, but like JaVale McGee, for me, I think he would fit with this Olympic team because he's athletic. He could block shots, he could run, and also Kenneth Fareed too. Fareed, he did very well in the last Olympics. He did very well. So, what you think about that, bro?
I agree. We do need some big guys. Um, I do think JaVale McGee, um, he's not really popular for a lot of people, but he he does what he has to do, man. He gets the job done.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could be useful.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely could be useful, you know, because he's a cleanup guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed in the Olympics, with a lot of these other countries that have good teams, they have a lot of them either have a strong guard presence
Mm-hmm.
or a dominant big man.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think um, we going we gonna need some big men because a lot of these other teams, like a lot of these other foreign teams, they develop those big guys. Those big guys can shoot. They just don't play the post.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be mad if JaVale McGee was there. I just feel like they'll pick somebody over.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think they will. I think they will pick a bigger name,
Yeah.
and the person may not do certain things better than him. It's just that the name, because when you're dealing with the Olympics too, it's not just about skill. It's about pleasing the audience. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people forget that part too. It's not just sports; it's sports and entertainment.
Yeah.
So they need a team where people would like to watch them. you know, and the center position is a very big position that everybody watch for. So, like you said, I definitely think Anthony Davis gonna be in there.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they gonna go get somebody else um besides JaVale McGee.
Yeah, I think so too. Ray Zone, you say you want the link? Send me your email, put it in the chat. Welcome, Gregory Wyatt. You're on the Troll Smasher. Yeah, shout out to the LDBC, shout out to UGC. Um, I'm good. Everybody good. So Ray Zone 718, put your chat. I mean, put your email in the chat so we get you on. Okay. And so bro, so let me ask you a question. Who do you think that they're gonna put on the world's team? Top of your head. It could be guard forward.
Um, damn. Um, I mean, it depends. I really can't say because isn't it like for star players, don't they have a choice to play or not? Like
Yeah, they
like
do.
if they don't want to play in the Olympics, they won't play.
They don't have to, or sometimes I mean, or sometimes what they do that if they a star, they probably like maybe they probably go to the tryouts, right?
Hmm.
And they make it to the last cut, and then they let the coach know, nah, I don't feel like playing. Then automatically they get picked for the Olympics, something like that. It depends on the play. Like if it's Carmelo or LeBron, if they play through that and everything, they probably tell now, you just help the people, help the other players out and everything, and then they probably
Yeah.
just play, get your feet wet, stuff like that, and then they just tell them that they just relax, and wait for the Olympics.
Right, right, right.
That's what
Cause,
they do.
cause I was thinking Steph, um, Clay, James Harden, um, Chris Paul, but I don't think he probably won't play like that. He probably be more there for like leadership.
Yeah.
Um, you know who I hope plays?
Well,
I hope Capella plays. I would like to see Capella.
do he got a citizenship?
I don't know. He should.
We forgot about Capella, right? Ray Zone, watch out for the email. I'm gonna send you right now. Watch out for it. Yeah, yeah. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I would like to see Capella. I would like to see how he will work out,
Hmm.
you know. Um who else? Um I think DeRozan might play.
Right. Yeah.
Like you said, Kyle Lowry, he might play. Um who else? You know who else I would like to see play in the Olympics too? Ben Simmons.
Yeah. Or the other one too.
Who Embiid?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I totally forgot about. Yeah. They get those.
Yeah.
They're gonna be hard to stop because they
Yeah, I
act.
like I like I like how Ben Simmons play. You know who Ben Simmons kind of remind me of?
Well,
He doesn't play like him, but like he's real like reserved and he turn up too. He kind of remind me of Tayshaun Prince. That used to play for Detroit.
and you know what? That's so funny you brought up, brother, because Tayshaun Prince playing the 2012 Olympic team.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He
Hmm.
he just reminds me of him, not game wise, but like his attitude.
Hmm. There it is. Welcome,
Yep.
Ray Zone.
What's
Hey,
up,
how you
bro?
doing, guys? How you
Chilling,
doing?
man. I see you chilling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better get up. Uh, shit. How's everybody doing?
Man, we
Man,
good. We
we
good,
good,
man.
man.
Finally got you on.
Yeah, I know. I got a day off.
All right. Yeah, we was talking about USA basketball. Have you heard the conversation?
I heard a little bit of conversation. Who's gonna play? Who's gonna be on it? For the most part.
Now we was talking about like who we think that that's going to really play in the this world team. So who do you think is going to play? Who do you think they're going to pick?
I don't know. They might pick a few veterans, but they're gonna pick a lot of new cats. You know, for the most part, so they can get the shine on. Like they'll pick their regular like Steph, James Harden, DeRozan for guards. Big man will probably be new. That's what I'm looking for. They might pick up who's this big man?
From
There's a
where?
couple. The big man from Chicago. They might pick him up for
Hmm?
market. The center the center for Chicago, the white boy, the one that can shoot threes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might pick him up if he don't play for his home country because you gotta understand. I know we always were saying Capella, Joel B, but let's understand if the African team ever decide to make a team like a unofficial team, United States will have a problem with against them.
Good point.
Yeah.
And I do think Capella would play for his country.
Same thing with Joel B. You got
That's right, 'cause he's from Africa, right?
Yeah,
there's a lot.
They African.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Capella and the B. Oh my god. Yeah, we gotta grab as much big man we can.
Hello?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm out. I'm good.
That's a good point, bro. That's a good point he brought up too.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's why a lot of them don't play on the United States because Serge Ibaka could have been playing for the United States, in my opinion. He always played for British, just like Lil Dang did. I mean, he played for Spain, but they don't like to play for the United States because they feel like they have more ties to Africa and Nigeria than they have with the United States, and that all been proven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And a lot of them do want to represent. They want to represent their country and bring that spotlight to the basketball scenery in their country. So it's always good to have, an NBA star represent their country because
Exactly.
that brings in more revenue and more opportunities for the guys in Africa that's playing basketball. Because when you look at it now, there's not a lot of African stars in the league. They don't really go to Africa to pick these players. They always go to Europe. They go to Europe, and lately they've been going to Asia. They haven't really been going to Africa and hand picking dudes. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I think in Africa, the basketball scenery is not getting that spotlight like it is in Europe, like it is in Asia. Basketball is big in China. Marbury ain't go to China for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's because of the spotlight that the NBA is helping to shine on there too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I agree with you 100%, my brother. The last person they went in Africa to get, I think, was Kareem Olajuwon. That was the last person they recruited out of that because they found out he had footwork. He said he was a soccer player before he went to high school. Then he went 1 year, a couple years in Houston in college. His footwork was so amazing. And like, yo, we're gonna switch him. He's too tall to play for this sport. They said, now we're gonna take your big ass and we're gonna make you something. That was the last person. They tried that with Serge Ibaka, but Serge Ibaka said, listen, I was gonna come to the States anyway and play basketball. And
We forgot about Matumbo.
Huh?
Matumbo.
Now Matumbo was coming. Like, remember, as Sheepay said, he said recruit. They only recruit Kareem. Those Matumbo and them was coming overseas anyway. They heard about them and everything. And same thing with Malibu. I forgot his name. The guy that played for the Clippers. Who used to play the small forward for Houston last year? A good defender. I forgot his name. Come on, somebody remind me. He was a good defender. He got recruited by Lil Dang. Lil Dang saw him when he was like 15. Like, yo, I'm gonna pay for your scholarship to go to UCLA. When he teamed up with Russell Westbrook and Kevin Love, and he dogged out. It's all about sponsorship when it comes to Africa. If a dude like Serge Ibaka come back to his home country and see somebody and they like him, they sponsor them. That's something that Africa does with each player. Dennis Schroeder got sponsored by one of the African players. Joel B got spotted a few times before he came over here and went to Kansas and did his thing the first year.
Yeah.
These dudes sponsors. That's why Sheep Bay TV was always saying, man, China gets sponsored by NBA. Europe gets sponsored by NBA. Even goddamn Russia and all of them got sponsored by NBA. What about Africa? They just been doing it for the last few years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I believe there's a big basketball presence in Africa. It's just not getting that spotlight. You know, where they are actually bringing guys directly from Africa, not guys that's African and that come to America to play ball. I'm talking about guys that they go over there and get, like Tony Parker. They went and got him.
Oh,
They
yeah,
went and got Ginobili. They went over there and got them. They didn't come here and play ball, and then the NBA scouts saw them play ball and found out they was European. No, they went over there to get them guys. They went to Argentina to get Ginobili. They went to France to get Tony Parker. They go there. Like what's the name is I think he from France too.
Boris Diaw? Or you talk about
him? I'm talking about Patty Mills. They got him directly from over there.
Patty Mills from Australia. He's from Australia with him. Yeah, Bogan got discovered like that. Who else was from Australia? Kyrie came from there. They heard about Kyrie over there before they heard him in New Jersey. And who else? Ben Simmons was over there too. Yeah, you'd be surprised, bro.
And look, I said I want to see Ben Simmons play on the USA team too.
Nah, I don't want him to play. I want them to play for their country. Yes, he is American, but he was born in Australia. Like sometimes, I like the United States, but if they the best country would come to basketball, I want to play against them. Because reality, anybody can play for the United States. You don't have to be born and not to a different country to play for any other team. I hope everybody know that. Because Serge Ibaka is not from Spain, but he's playing for Spain. You understand? You know what I'm saying? But anybody can play for another, but it's better play for when you was born in because you represent who you came from. And you bring in that globe and that part of the world exposure that they deserve. Outside of Australia, who else you know about Andrew Bogut? Who's from Australia that is big in the NBA right now? Besides Patty Mills, 1 point. Ben Simmons is from Australia. He's the only one that's popping. You got I think Joe Ingles from the Utah Jazz. Okay, he's pretty good, but who else?
That's it.
And then we could go to Russia. The last person from Russia that came out was Andre Kamuligo, AK-47. Besides that, who else came out of that? Oh, Timothy Moscow. Besides that, who else?
That's it.
And then we go to France. Now, France got a little team on them. You got Tony, Boris Diaw, Rudy Gobert. You got a couple good dudes in the NBA that came from France. But outside that, that's it. The only one that's been popping with the United States is Argentina and Spain. Spain produced big man. The Kosovo brothers. You got the other dudes.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Argentina got like so many goddamn players that play over there. They got at least 15 players right now in the league from Argentina. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what they're looking for. It's all about what they want. That's why I would say if I was born in a different country, I want to represent it. You understand? You'd be surprised when you watch the teams, the national teams. You'd be surprised who play for them. Like Al Horford always go to the Dominican Republic and play for his home team. Him, Charlie Villawega, Francisco Garcia, they playing. When Carlos Arroyo was in the NBA, when he won that year with Detroit Pistons, he played for the Puerto Rican team, and he was killing the United States. They lost eventually, but he was killing the United States, averaging about 23 points in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? They come out and come hard.
Yeah, I know. I know. In Canada, I think back in 2012, they had like 1 or 2 people from the United States playing. In other teams, in other countries too. I'm like, what?
Man, don't even let me get started about Canada. You got Tristan Thompson. You got Wiggins. You got almost 30. You got almost 20 players right now in the league that came from Canada that could give the United States a challenge. They won't beat the United States, but you get them a challenge. Like, there's a lot of them now. There's a lot of them from Canada.
And you know what's so interesting? You know what's so interesting about this too? Is because they have Greg Popovich being the coach. But Popovich is he's the king of going to get foreign exchange players. Look at the San Antonio Spurs. The whole goddamn team is foreigners. It's about 5% American.
Less than 5%.
Exactly, less than 5% because Tim Duncan, he gone.
Listen, the last star that he actually recruited, aside Kawhi Leonard, was David Robinson, for God's sake.
Exactly. That was American.
That's almost
The rest of them guys, they from overseas.
Yeah, then you think about it, like you got Tim Duncan. I'm talking marquee players like Tim Duncan and Robs. Well, before Tim, that's like within them. That's like within 30 years.
Right, count it exactly. Count the years. Count the years. That's a fact.
Right, like Rob
and Tim Duncan from the Virgin Islands.
Right.
He's just from the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's why he's considered American.
Right.
But like Ray Zone said, besides David Robinson, who else? So they picked the perfect guy because the way Popovich going, he gonna stack his team up right. But I always thought, to me, they say, Phil Jackson is basically the Zen master far as the NBA coaches. I mean, when it comes to that triangle offense shit, he is the master. Winning championships and all that. But as a visionary and as a as just being on top of business and the future of his players and all that, man, Popovich is top 5, man, if not number 2, because Pop was going overseas getting them players before it was cool in the NBA to do that. Now you see a lot of other teams are becoming more diverse, but Popovich been doing that for the past 15 years.
Longer than that, shit.
He been doing that shit. He been saw the NBA going overseas. He was sending the scouts over there to watch those guys play. And shit, you right. It's longer than that because shit, Manu been playing for about 15 years, maybe more.
Yeah, I think he came in. Which one came in? I'm trying to think which one came. I think Parker came in 2001 and Miles Norman came in 99. One of shit.
Yeah, Mono came in 99. Mono came in 99.
Yeah,
Parker came in after.
Parker came in 2001. Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Parker was in that era when he won his first championship in lockout season. Like, damn, most people don't even know that. he was the one original dude to bring that Euro step. The way he did it for a lefty, he brought that shit. They used to do they did a commercial about that, how he did that shit, and he used to go under the defender, hit him with a step and layup. So either way, you either gonna catch a foul or he's making it and one. Like, come on, I'm a Spurs fan. Me and you talk one-on-one about this. I've been a Spurs fan since the lockout, before Dave Robinson and Tim Duncan got together. When Dave Robinson was there doing it by himself, dropping goddamn 71 for career highs and all that, bullying Shaq back in the days. Before Tim Duncan came in 1997, they were struggling because they was going to talk about fire Greg Popovich before the lockout season. So Tim Duncan came and got a couple of pieces like, Avery Johnson and a few other people. They even got Hito Turkoglu that was there 1 year with them. People don't remember that.
Nah, they don't.
See?
They did have Turkoglu.
If you was a fan, he was there his rookie year, then he got transferred to Sacramento. But people don't know that. I'm not going to say too much. They still went behind the ear with that.
That's true.
Yeah, they even had Steven Jackson with the mid 2000s, early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Before he went to
got a ring. He got a ring with us.
But they don't remember that. A lot of dudes got a ring with San Antonio. You just don't know. You just don't know. you be like, wait, he got a ring? Yeah, man. A lot of people got a ring. You know why? Because they play a system. They play a system. They don't. When you go to San Antonio Spurs, you go to San Antonio Spurs, you know a system already. You know that you're going to go with greatness. It might take you time if you was a star player somewhere else. It's going to take you time, but you're going to love it. That's why I said DeMar DeRozan. He may gonna take a little time, but he fits that system pretty damn well. He's gonna fit that system pretty damn well.
And guess another one. Remember the redhead, Matt Barner, that big man, old
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, Red Rocket, the Red Rocket.
Oh shit, Red Rocket, yeah. Oh, I remember him. Shit, that dude was that was the beginning of the era of the big man shooting threes, like literally shooting threes. It wasn't as popular till now, but he was one of the founders of shooting that shit, man, because he was stretching that floor for a big man.
Yep, facts. He was deadly too.
Yeah, he was.
And people forget, around when Tim Duncan first came around, we had Big Shot Bob,
Oh
Robert Horry.
we had him for a good couple years when we needed him too. He just there for what he was needed for clutch moments.
Yep. And he hit the clutch shot for us to win.
Yeah, I know a lot of people been mad.
That's just what he do.
Because Detroit had us one point. I ain't even gonna lie. Detroit had us for a couple of games if he didn't make those good shots.
Telling you. Because at that time, Detroit, they did have a good ass team.
They had a hell of a defensive team. That's what people keep forgetting. I remember the year they won the championship, I had to do some research. They said they left like at least 5 or 6 teams under 80 fucking points. You can't do that in the NBA this year.
That's true. That's true.
Under 80 points? You see that in your video game. You don't see that in real life.
Hell no, especially not now. Teams dropping 125 a game.
Yeah, but that's when the NBA said, "Oh no, we gotta." Did you know the sponsors saying, "Listen, they're playing good, but we got to get more people in the seats. You got to change. Y'all got to change the rules to open up the game." And I think that's when you really start seeing big man really play as guards now.
Yep, more 3-point shots are taken.
Yeah.
Because we got to understand about it's all about selling the game to the youth now. So us guys, we pretty much old and played out. They ain't trying to impress us. They trying to impress the young guys like Jarvis. Shout out to Jarvis Davis if he in the chat. But that's why a lot of these young guys are Golden State fans. Because of the entertainment, all of the threes and all of that type of stuff. We come from the era where we want to see a competitive game. So we'll watch a game where both teams only got 80, 90 points. Because that means both teams was playing good defense.
Just playing hard, my dude. That's what that was.
You know what I'm saying?
Rasheem Wallace said it best. 2 teams is playing hard.
Yep.
But people
and the game has definitely changed. So you're right, JT. The game has changed. They opened up the game for and they did. I think they really did that, for excitement. Because you still got to have the entertainment factor to it. And in a way, I think it's a gift. It's a gift, because at the end of the day, I can't lie. The NBA still is exciting. The playoffs and certain games during the season, they do still make us, dudes like us want to watch the game.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then with the NBA, I was about to tell you about, brothers, that now the NBA they really get in. They're trying to, when they make trades, have the more marquee teams to be back on point, because they said that the smaller markets. I'm not talking about San Antonio, because San Antonio already proven they can win multiple championships, but but the other smaller teams, they said they're not appealing. The players do not like to go to these marquee plays. So they said this coming year, after this year is up, New York is one of the hot spots that people is looking at coming, because they talking about the owner thinking about leaving, being the owner. And so now they said they got a good coach and everything. And you see some people coming in. They said Kyrie is they think he gonna go to New York. And then on our shows on Ray, that me and She Stay Sleep was talking about. He was talking about that Kyrie Irving, he did not sign an extension with Boston. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying he's gonna come to the Knicks, but it looks very, very good. And so wherever a player do not sign an extension, that means that I said between 75 to 100%, they're not going to be at that team the following year. So Kyrie going to play out this year, and then the Knicks have them because the Knicks going to have a lot of money under the salary cap, and so so
Well, my thing with that is you're 100% right with the whole statement about the entertainment and small market team don't make it, because I'm a big fan of a small market team called the Charlotte Hornets. I know the struggle. I go through the struggle every year to get a freaking good player to come. The last good player we had on our team, damn well, I can't remember, Chris Paul maybe, Baron Davis that we had, but most of them are drafted. It's like it's hard to get a freaking free agent. Matter of fact, Al Jefferson, he came. He had a good 4 years before we let him go in free agent, and that's it. Nobody want to come play for us. Not that they don't want to come play. It's like they don't want to deal with the grind and greed that we have on this team. When you play for the Charlotte Hornets, we play based on defense, rebound. We play old school basketball with young guys. So that's why Steve Clifford lost his job eventually, because that style is play out, unfortunately. And it's sad. But with the situation with Kyrie, only why he really didn't want to sign that extension, because Boston was planning to trade him for Kawhi Leonard. So he felt betrayal. But then again, Danny Ainge is good for that. He did that with Isaiah Thomas when he made that trade to get Kyrie. You have no problem. If you think the next player is better than you, he's going to do it. It's a business at the end of the day. And a business like this could hurt anybody, even a player. The fans don't get affected too much. They do, but we don't speak up as fans. So that's why New York been so trash for the last 6-7 years, because they allowed them to sign bullshit players to max money and all that. They be out their damn prime. And why do you think New York be having all these bums still there? I'm telling you, if they got the money to get these players, you need the right people to sign them. Just don't sign anybody because they did good the last 2 years. Look at Joakim Noah. He was out of his prime when they signed him to that 4 year, like $40 million. What the fuck are you doing? Just stop giving money away. You need to know what they did the last 3 years or 4 years, and was it consistent for you to sign them for even more year? Age do play a factor. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't mind throwing money at Kyrie because he's going to give you something for the next 2-3 years. Good. I don't mind throwing money at Jimmy Butler. He's going to give you something for the next 2-3 years.
yeah.
But you get what I'm saying? Players like those who still in a prime. Don't get someone who's leaving a prime and about to be out the door. Like Joakim Noah is about to be out the door. He's good for a championship team to help him get a ring, like a JaVale McGee type of player right now. That's it. But New York is good for that, and a lot of these teams are good for that. They just signed players these big contracts, and they had one good year last year. Yeah, that do play a part, but you gotta do your resume. Was he having consistent years like this? They always want to play good for contract year and be trash next 2 or 3 years into their contract. Like, look at this dude, Chandler Parcel, who played for Memphis. The guy had one good year in Houston, averaged 17 points. This dude can't even stay healthy less than more than 50% of his games. And they gave him a max deal in Memphis? What the hell was you guys thinking? The scout report to you that the guys had bad knees since he got in the league. Are you serious? You get what I'm saying? You guys on the panel, do you guys disagree with me or anything? I just got to know.
I agree.
It's just ridiculous. And then, I just want these teams to be competitive. I don't care that LeBron went to LA. He's going to have more trouble out there. I don't care Boogie went to Warriors because nobody was getting him a good offer. I don't care about some of these players going where they have to go. If it's all depend on how much you're worth. If you think you're worth $100 million.
So let me ask you brothers this question. How the Lakers team look to y'all?
They are right now with all the players together. They are a third to fourth seed in the West. Because you still got Houston, you still got Warriors, and you still got San Antonio. San Antonio's gonna have a better record this year. I promise you that. They're gonna be a top 3 team. Everybody's sleeping on them like, oh, they don't got the players. They got older. Nah. Kawhi Leonard they was winning games without Kawhi Leonard. Let's just keep it real. They was in a decent pace without Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, they wasn't winning the games they was supposed to, but that's what happened when you start playing out. But Greg Popovich is a good enough coach. Now he got 2 stars with LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan, and he got a scoring big man. He didn't have that with Jonas. He got LaMarcus Aldridge that could score, and they got a solid core game around them. So right now, they to me will be a 3rd seed. Houston being number 2 or number 1, and Warriors probably number 1 or number 2. So I got Lakers. I got Lakers the 4th seed.
Mm-hmm. She stays free.
Oh,
okay.
Well, that's a good analysis though. I think that that LA, I would say LA could be, round 4th or 5th myself. And that's because I still feel like OKC is a threat. I still think New Orleans is gonna put up a fight. I think LeBron and them. I think LeBron, he put himself. He's really trying to test his greatness at this point because he put himself with the Wolves, man. Because I don't think I think OKC is going to be floating between the 4th and 5th spot, and I think New Orleans is going to be right behind them.
Don't forget about Dallas. Dallas is better.
Dallas is better. We can't forget about Minnesota.
Utah,
can't forget about them. Them young boys playing good.
Hey, the Sun might surprise teams. Don't forget about the Nuggets. Like a lot of teams. See, this is what we talk about. The West, you got from 1 to almost 11 teams that can make it to the damn playoff. Mm-hmm. That's not true. Good for LeBron James. You might get your ass knocked out by a goddamn 7 seed. It happened when the Nuggets did that to the Supersonics. Let's keep it real. It happened when the Warriors did that to the Mavericks. So the West is good for that. The West will let you know that the 8th seed could be the 1 seed any goddamn given Friday. In the playoff, in the regular season, don't sleep on the 8th seed in the West.
Exactly. And in the West, your ass could go from 4th to 9th with the loss of 1 or 2 games. We saw that this season. Cause I didn't think Minnesota was gonna get in the playoffs.
I had a feeling they was going to get a playoff. It just they had a little more better team players than the Nuggets. The Nuggets should have been in the playoff. They should have knocked out either who was that team that made? I think Utah should have been out. Not saying they wasn't good enough, but Utah was the seed, and they dropped down all the way to the goddamn 6th seed. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
OKC was number 3. They got it was like almost a flip flop from after 3. Everybody was jumping. Like if you lost more than 2 games. You was going to the 8th seed. If you lost more than 4 games, you look at the 9th seed.
But I would say this to me. She says we talked about this in Ray, a few months ago. I think why OKC did not go further because when you put a career, and I've got to say this, Carmelo Anthony in the playoffs, he's a career 25, 27 points a game in the playoffs. When you put him as a 3rd option, coming off the bench. And then you're going to put the 2nd option. Paul George has not proven himself that they can get it done in the playoffs. That's why they didn't get too far. And then at the same time, Westbrook was not getting the ball where he's supposed. Now, people want to jump on. He get triple doubles and stuff like that. But like I said before, look how the game, how they react and stuff like that. And I'm not saying he's a great talent. He's a great talent. But for Melo, when you put a player that is a career 25 points, 27 points on the bench in the playoffs. I'm talking about in the playoffs, you're not going to go far. But they always want to blame Melo for everything. But I think that is a very stupid X and O move of the coaches.
Now, I'm going to say this, and I am a straightforward individual. I know I get attacked a lot by my statements, but this statement is going to be 100% true. Melo is your great scorer, one of the greatest scorers we ever had in this league. Here's the problem with Melo. This is why he ain't great as LeBron. The guy cannot play good defense. He's a liability on defense. I have said this plenty of time on other people panel and stuff like that. If Carmelo is that good as a scorer he is, he still to this day can command a triple team. With knowing that people are gonna double team you, that's when that's when the assists should come in. Carmelo should never average anything lower than 6 assists a game in his career. He should never has anything lower than that because he's that good of a scorer that he commands double team on a nightly basis. This is why I get mad with Carmelo. He always looked good when he was in the Nuggets. Still had problem playing defense. It just, with me, it's his heart. Forget about your pride. It's your heart. Look at Paul George. For you to say Paul George is not what's the word? The Leno scorer like he is compared to Carmelo, fine, I give you that. But that guy will play defense. Paul George will go against your best player and play defense and scoring back. I don't know if you're watching the East. Really? He wasn't going against no bums in the East. He went against.
I got to say this. I got to say that this is me. Okay. Now, if you want to talk about Melo, I give you that one good. But throughout his career, Melo never really had real supporting cast. That's number one.
Nah, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Because see, everybody want to jump on the Paul George thing because he played defense. Paul George has never got it done in the playoffs of both ends of the court. He had never.
Oh man.
We see that in Indiana. He played 1 or 2 games against Cleveland. LeBron was with Cleveland. Then after that, he disappeared.
He don't disappear.
Yes, he does.
He don't disappear. He's a consistent
player. Okay. You know what? Y'all want to kill Melo? Y'all kill him all you want. But I'm looking at the body. Paul George has not get it done in the playoffs.
Then what the hell Carmelo Anthony did? Listen. Melo only excuse why he haven't gone to the finals when he was in the West. He only got to the Western Conference Final 1 year, and he lost to the Lakers. Understandable. He had a better chance of winning the East compared to when he was in the West, and he still could have gotten it done. You got to understand, Melo has a lot of support when he was in the Nuggets. He had a young J.R. Smith. He had a great big man, Marcus Camby, Nene, Chris Anderson. He had a great bench. He had good role players. It just he went against better Western teams. Can we not admit to that?
Yeah, he wanted. But see, at the time, he had. I'm not making no excuse. He just want to come home, and then at the same time, him and the coach did not get along. And
that's the players' fault, not 100% of the coach. You got to know there's a lot of players that don't get along with each other and coaches. It happens. But if you want to win a championship and you know he can help you, you're gonna follow his lead. If you don't, then you're gonna have that bad mismatched relationship.
Okay, now, I understand it, but I'm saying like this, when we understand what you're saying, I understand Joe, but this is my thing. If he don't play no deal, this is what I feel. If you're gonna say the same thing about Melo, you better say it about them other players because they are players that similar to Melo. They still playing, and I'm sorry, you do not put a career 25 points, 27 points on the bench. You just don't do that. And I'm sorry. And then, people don't like when I say this about Paul George. He get it done on defense. No, he didn't, because it goes to show they have went home in the playoffs.
Listen.
And they want to blame the big man. And I'm going to tell you, now the big man of OKC has played well, but they have not given them the ball that much.
But he's not a scorer outside getting rebounds and putback and alley-oop. What are the points he's doing else? He's like DeAndre Jordan to me. That's the sad part. He can't make his own offense that much. He might have a couple good posts. He's trash after that. He's a good player, but he's trash offensively outside that. Okay, that's number one. Carmelo wasn't playing good because he was the third option. If you're a great player, you will adjust your game until the system at the moment, until your game increase. You understand? If you're that gifted to score, your game will come naturally. Carmelo was taking too many shots. He wasn't playing his role. It doesn't.
I don't try to get the reps for that, right? Because I used to play ball, so this part I know what I'm talking about. If you want me to adjust to the team, the coach already told me, said, "Listen, JT, we're gonna put you on top because there's a big man, but we got to give you reps so you can work on it." All right, and that's the thing about it. I'm not making no excuses of Melo, You have to give you got to give that person rest so they get used to adjust. If you throw the person in, especially as Melo, Melo is going to be Melo. And I'm just saying like this: if we going to talk about Melo, don't go and talk about Paul George because Paul George has not getting it done. Just as Paul George could have went to the Lakers. If I was him, I'd jump on the Lakers. And then
Why?
Huh?
Why? Why she jumped to the Lakers?
Because they didn't have no sprints back at that time. George could help them players, and then after that, and LeBron could have been. That would have been the watch how OKC really gonna struggle.
Nah, they ain't gonna struggle like that. But we see. Listen, I'm gonna leave it like this.
Yes, they are. All right, yes, they are. Good. All right, who's gonna help them score besides Westbrook and George? Who else is going? Because they got rid of Oladipo. Oladipo most likely. I don't know that he was an all-star, and most likely he gonna win. Like I think he got the best improved player. If they look at Oladipo, I could have said it. They got really good players, and look what happened.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, let me say this real quick, and then you could chime in, Ray, because I know you want to say something. But let me just say this real quick, and I don't know if you heard me say this on the show, but I've said this. Carmelo, what's stopping Carmelo is Melo, and it's because he's allowing the politics of the NBA get to him. And I've said the same thing you said, Ray. That's what separates good players from great players, because great players can flourish in any system, whether they're the go-to guy or whether they have to take the back seat. You see? And I don't think he can deal with that very well in his mind. Another guy who couldn't do that very well was Tracy McGrady. He couldn't play the back seat. You see what I'm saying? He always had to be out at the forefront and be known as the guy to have the ball, the guy to count on. But at the end of the day, Melo, you older now. So what a lot of these teams is looking for you is not for you to always score, but they need you to do other things. And one of the other things he can't do, which is true, and I've always said this too, and this what separates LeBron from Carmelo. And I've said this shit years ago when I used to argue on the block. Carmelo cannot play defense. LeBron plays defense. Melo don't play no D. Melo will give you 30, but if he going to get somebody who can score, the person that he's guarding gonna give him 40, because Melo. All right, you can't stop Melo, but who can Melo stop? That's the difference. That's the difference. LeBron is unstoppable, and he can stop you. That's the difference, and I think that OKC, I feel like they're not giving him the ball enough, but I feel like they want him there for something other than what he think he's there for. He's not there to give them 30 every night. That's why they got Paul George. I think they got him there for his leadership and for other things. And I think Melo was he's kind of confused on that, and that's messing with his game. He's a head case, man. Carmelo's a head case.
100% right. 100% right. I don't have a problem with Melo game. It's just Melo complains too much. Like his defense is so bad, is that like he said, he'll drop 30 on somebody, but they're gonna drop 40. The only person that could get away with that is James Harden. Because James Harden could give up 20 points, but he'll drop 40 on anybody given night. And we know his defense is atrocious. That shit is garbage, man. Like, we could play better defense. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Just horrible. I see they got highlights of James Harden defense on YouTube. When you're on YouTube and your defense is that bad, just give it up, man. But because James Harden could drop 40 on any of his opponents, he's get that exception. Carmelo could do the same thing, but Carmelo's older. He's a big man. He's 6'8". Let's not forget your knees give out at a certain height and weight and time. He's not LeBron James. He's not in a gym like him. They are two different breeds of animals. He's an A basketball player. Carmelo was an A. He's a B now. LeBron told himself, I'm never going to go to a lower case than I am. Carmelo, like, I don't care where I'm at. As long as I got the money and the fame, I'm good. Like, this guy don't care if he don't win a ring. LeBron do. You get what I'm saying? If Carmelo really want to go to a team, Houston is the team, but not for him. I told everybody, Melo should have went back to the Nuggets. He have a hell of a team right now. He got a big man. He got good role players. He got a good young point guard, and I do Murray from Duke or Kentucky. Matter of fact, he's from Kentucky. He got all these good players. Isaiah Thomas there. This guy could do the same thing that he did. They went to the Western Conference Final and actually would have won. The only team he had to worry about is Houston or Warriors. I think if he would have went to the Nuggets, that Nuggets team could beat the Lakers. And I guarantee that in the 7-game series. Everybody look at me, oh, you crazy. LeBron's playing for them. LeBron. So what? LeBron's one player. Stop it, everybody. Well, LeBron is not a team. He's one player that get a team to play. I think the Nuggets with Carmelo right now could beat the Lakers in a 7-game series. I know everybody's like, oh, you crazy, Ray Zone. You crazy. I'm not crazy. I know basketball. What big man can handle Jokic? What point guard could – man, Lonzo will get killed by Jamal Murray. You stupid? Will Barter will hustle his ass off at anyone on that team. You get what I'm saying? You bugging the hell out, man. They got a good team right now, man. Man, I don't want to go, man. Somebody want to take the panel right now? Because
I think Melo could do well with Westbrook and Paul George. I just feel like what Melo needs to do is, and I've said this, Melo needs to go and talk to a old school veteran player. Mm-hmm. He needs to sit down with them and have that heart to heart conversation where then he could come back next season and be refreshed. Because I think what Melo should do is Melo should do what Shaq did when Shaq went to Miami. He didn't come there looking to be the Diesel. He came there and asked Dwayne Wade, what you need me to do, Dwayne, so we can win. Mm-hmm. That's what Melo needs to do. Melo needs to do that with Westbrook. Yo, Russell, I know me and you know, we it haven't been working out the past couple seasons, but I'm back. What y'all need me to do? Mm-hmm. And it's just focus on right. Exactly. Right. Exactly. That's why I'm saying he's a head case. Cause a lot of them, there's a lot of shooting guards that suffer from that. They call them studs. Mm-hmm. Tracy McGrady was a stud. Jamal Crawford was a stud. These are great. These are good players that could be great, but they get in their own way because they so stuck on, I gotta be the man. Well, I gotta score. I gotta do this. No, you need to figure out what the team needs from you. Right, but that's why when Jamal Crawford went to other teams, he the team played better, not just him. Mm-hmm. Because he had to figure out a way to fit into the system. Right. That's what you got to do, even though you may be a great scorer. But guess what? What if they don't need you to score? You see what I'm saying? And I don't think they need Melo to score. They don't need him to score. Shit, Russell Westbrook is a walking triple-double. He's a walking triple-double. They don't need Melo to score. Paul George going to give you 20 a night, 25. They don't need Melo to score. They need Melo to do something else. And he need to figure out what they need from him. And once he figure that out and he get that in his mind and program himself, I think they'll be a great team. Mm-hmm. They'll be a great team, man. I'm telling you, I believe they could give Houston a run for their money. I don't think I put my money on this. And I'm a Spurs fan. I'm a Western Conference fan. I don't think none of them teams want to see Russell Westbrook in the playoffs like that. I don't think none of them do.
Okay, Ronald Fickley, hold on, brother. I want a Ray Zone. We always pick a Jarvis Davis. I want you to hear this. See, Stacey. Jarvis Davis says, "Yeah, shut LeBron down, haha." There you go again, man. Who you want? I thought that Golden State is your team, Jarvis.
Nah, he. It sounds like he trying to say like, LeBron is gonna get shut down again.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, it's possible. Just because he in LA don't mean they gonna win, man. That's why I'm saying, like, that's why when Ray first brought up the fact that LeBron and them could be the fourth seed, I said they could either go from fourth to fifth, because you can't forget OKC.
All the Blazers. Everybody keep forgetting about the Blazers.
Yeah, Portland. What Portland was like the sixth seed or something, I think they was. And they dropped down.
I'm telling you right now, being in the West is a scary business. I'm telling you, you got 1 to 11 teams right now that can make it to the playoff as we speak. That's scary. That's scary.
That's highly competitive.
That's more than highly competitive, because there's 16 teams in the West. Why is 11 to 12 teams facing for the playoff for 8 brackets? That's is crazy. That's the percentage of that is beyond average. Like you got teams like I'm telling you right now, we can put money on this today. Put this on record. Phoenix or Sacramento Kings will be in the playoff. Mark my word. One of those two teams will be a ghost. They're gonna make it to the playoff if they get the right players around them, like a veteran. Because that's what Sacramento missing. It's a veteran, and also Phoenix is just missing a veteran player to push those young stars. I can see one of them make it to the playoff. I can see it.
I'm gonna look out for them too, just because you said that too.
I believe it.
Which team?
They're gonna surprise somebody. I'm telling you. Everybody thought the Nuggets should have been in the playoff too. It's just the West. If it all depends how those young teams perform. If they come out strong in the beginning and flop in the middle and come out strong in the end, they can make it to the playoff. It's all about the strong beginning. Because if you know how to use the freaking team, if I had young players, I'm running gunning. Phoenix should look like the old Phoenix with Steve Nash and Omari Stoudemire when they got that big man. Run and gun. You got the players now. You got the goddamn players now. Run and gun with them. See, they got the old Phoenix right now. They just got to have the right coach. And listen, I don't know who's their point guard right now, but I just know they got Omari Stoudemire and that big man. They got Sean Marion and Josh Jackson. Devin Booker is Joe Johnson when he first was there for the first 2 years, or Quentin Richardson, whatever you want to put him as. And I don't know who they point guard. They just missed their point guard, who would be Steve Nash.
Yeah. Devin Booker is nice.
He's good. I like him.
I think Phoenix is going to be the team in the future. I really believe that.
Yeah, look at Sacramento King. They got a good team too. It just they young. They need a veteran. They like if you put like a dude like a Klay Thompson in the Sacramento, they going to the playoff because that's guaranteed 30 goddamn points a given night. He gonna drop 30.
I do like
that team.
Sacramento though. I like Fox. I really do. I think he's very underrated. The young boy. I like Fox.
I like Fox too. He can play. That dude. That guy got hard. That's why I like him. He got hard. And they got that Marvin Bagley. That dude is a rebound machine. Well, look out for him. I can see him winning defensive player a couple of years.
Yo, Ronald Figley, I seen you the link. Watch out for it. He said he want to come by. He want to get into basketball. So let me ask y'all this question: who do you think is going to be on the USA 2019 World Team? What do y'all think? It could be any position.
It's gonna be tough. I can't say who I even think because anybody could drop out due to personal reasons or injuries might come up or personal things they want to give with the team. Like I can say DeRozan might go, but then again he might say no because he's part of the Spurs. I might say DJ might go, but he might say, nah, I already got a gold medal. I might stay with Dallas and just train with them because a lot of new players on no new team. Gordon Hayward want to try out because he want to see if his ankle's back to normal. But he probably like, nah, I got a personal goal with them. Players would do it to a certain degree, but they all have their own personal things with their team, or they might want to do training week. It all depends on how the players feel. That's how I look at this situation. But so I can't tell you who and what and who want to play. I can't give no names at this
point. Who you pick? That's what I'm saying.
James Harden, Stephen Curry, DeMar DeRozan, if I want to say, Anthony Davis, maybe a JaVale McGee. I might be shocked if we say Gordon Hayward might get it in. Who else? I might even see a couple of rookies. Maybe like a Marvin Bagley might get it, or a Trey Young. They might always have the one college player that played for the Olympics and shit like that. That's it for what I got on top of my head. Because mostly everybody else gonna be foreigners, gonna play for their country for the most part. Maybe Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard will probably definitely play if he get the opportunity. CJ McCollum, he might play. First timers will play. People who already been there already don't really care for it because they already got the atmosphere. It'll be just a chilling purposes at this point.
What about I just thought about somebody who I ain't named earlier. What about the guard from the Utah Jazz?
Ricky?
Nah, not Rubio. The other guy.
Oh,
the dude with the mohawk.
Donovan, yeah, he'll go.
Yeah.
But like I said, first timers will go. If someone already been there, they don't care for it. If they do go, it's just for children's purposes. And when I mean children's purposes, it's like hang out with dudes you usually don't hang out with.
Right. And you can make connections and network too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
if you're a young player, you can network and go to these different countries, all types of stuff. Do commercials. It's oh, man.
It's money.
Man. Yeah,
it's money.
Exactly. It's money. It's money. That's like in the hip hop game when artists go on tour. That's all the Olympics is for the basketball players. It's like they going on tour.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Just picking up bread, just picking up bags, getting all types of sponsorships, all that type of stuff.
You're definitely right about that. Definitely right.
I think that I like JaVale McGee. I don't like if Capella don't play. If he don't play for Africa, I like Capella. I do like them too.
Nah, the Africans are gonna play for their team. They're not gonna play for the United States. They never have, never will. They never gonna do it. One thing about true foreigners, they never gonna go against their country. It's just something about their pride. If you was born there and raised there, you're not going to play for the United States. I don't care what no one said. They rather play for a different team. Like I told you, Sergio Barker, who played for Spain, could have played for the United States, but he's like, why I need to play for them? They not my. They know how United States get down, and I want get down. They know the behind the scenes. I'm not gonna get too deep, but you guys know what I'm talking about. They know behind the scenes about how the United States. They're not going to respect that country and say that's them. Nah, not what they do to their people. Nah, they're not gonna do that.
Yeah, the politics is dirty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's stinking over there. So, like I said, cause any of those African players could play for the United States. Because Africa have their own civil war happening as we speak right now. That's why they can't really represent them the way they wanted to. You understand? Because they have that mark on them right now. Because if I could just give you a starting five for the African. You got Dennis Schroeder as a shooting guard, Capella center, Serge Ibaka, small forward, Joel B a power forward, Lil Dang the small forward shooting guard. I mean, I could go on and on with the Lions. They bigs are just athletics. Mm-hmm. I don't know if anybody in the United States could guard Joel B or a Capella on a pick and roll. And then you got Serge Ibaka that can shoot threes. Get the hell out of here. They're not losing. They're gonna give the United States a real hell of a problem.
Well, I think
all the United States.
The only thing that is going to hurt Africa they need is the guards.
I mean, they only have like two good guards from Africa. You got him and Yogi Berra, I believe. He's from Nigeria, I want to say. And the other dude that Chicago let go, David Nubar. He's pretty good, But, I mean, Africa is not known for guards. They known for big man. They known for producing soccer players that became basketball players. Like Joel was a soccer player, became a basketball player. You get what I'm saying? They produce big man If they ever come out of Africa, they was tall, linky, like Monte Bo, a 7'7" dude. That guy straight out of Africa, man. Straight out of somewhere down there. Was tall, skinny. You thought he couldn't even take the NBA contact. That guy was dominating 1 point. And even he was shooting threes back in his time. You understand? So it's all about what they're looking for. They're not known for producing guards because they never stayed that height. They usually get taller. They get growth spurt. You get what I'm saying? They linky. Like, look at them. Dennis Schroeder and Yogi like the exception to that rule. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is just like giants over there, like skyscrapers and shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I think that I like the thing when you're saying. I think I believe this time Westbrook. I think Westbrook is going to be on the team. I think that I think that he gonna play somewhat, and then I think they're gonna tell him that I think he gonna have an automatic spot on 2020 Olympic team. I think Hartens is the same way. Davis, I don't think Davis is going to play. I think Davis already got a spot on Olympic team 2020. He probably go do some playing and stuff, show around, show the younger players how to do it. But they're gonna sit him down, and they're gonna save him for the Olympics.
I just can't wait. I just can't wait for the Olympics when the players really go play for their country. You see, that's why you love Yao Ming when he was in China. He used to give United States problem. He used to play 10 times aggressive in the Olympics. Like, he used to kill anybody who was a big man in the United States. He used to shoot on them. He used to take them in. He used to block shots. Like, that guy, Yao Ming, was a beast in the Olympics. And FIBA and the Gasol brothers, oh my God. Even though they're not going to play probably in that Argentina, 2020, they might. Pau Gasol might play, but they're going to be half of what they was. But you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. I'm telling you. You'll be very much surprised.
Yeah. I think yeah. But let me see who else I think is Kenneth Faried. He got a chance to make it.
But Kenneth Faried don't even do nothing in the NBA. Let alone could make it to a FIBA squad. Like, Kenneth Faried fell off.
But he did play for 2016. He did.
He was good then. That's when his stock was rising. But after that, like, the coach wasn't playing him. He lost confidence. I thought this guy was gonna have at least a 1 All-Star, 2 All-Star appearances. He just fell off. And I'm like, yo, this guy is an excellent rebounder. He had a lot of energy. He's a putback dunker. I thought I was gonna see him in the dunk contest. Like, he had a high ceiling. Until like 2 years, like, I haven't seen him. Like I don't understand. Like, some of the players' career for athletes is all about confidence. If you don't got that, you're gonna be out the league after the next couple of years. It's not that your game is not there. You'll be on the big three. Not saying that you trash. It's just like, that's where you're gonna be at. The big three. And if you don't make it the big three, then you just really, really done. You understand?
Yeah. You can't make it an Ice Cube league.
That's yeah. You might sit your ass down. You can't make it big three. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. I like the big three. I think 1 or 2 players could come back in the league and play. 1 or 2, not 2 men. You know who they are. Like a Nate Robinson and maybe 1 other player. You get what I'm saying? But, like, it's all about confidence. I understand confidence go a long way, but, like, damn, I got the resource and the money to get better. Fuck am I doing? Sit on the bench. Nah, trade me. Let somebody else use me. I know Kenneth Faried could go to another. The Charlotte Hornets could use you, man. You could at least play 16 minutes and give us 10 points, 10 rebounds. I could guarantee he could do that. And he's a reliable fucking player, man. I don't want to hear that shit. That players over 6'8" can't fucking play more than 10 to 15 minutes a game. Get out of here with that, man. Big men are more important than freaking guards. Are you serious? We can go back to the 80s. Like, centers used to get drafted from 1 to 6 easily. Big man, power forward, center, small forward. The guards just got popular in the mid 2000s, late 90s. Like, let's not do it. Know your history. Big mans always dominate this league, and they're always going to be dominated. So I don't want to hear that crap, man, that he can't even get the freaking chance to play. He's on the bench. He only played like what 20 games. What? Because of what? Non-injury related. Get out of here with this shit, man.
Yeah, me and JT always talk about that. How it used to be a big man's game. Now it's all about your guard play.
Yeah.
And that's why, a lot of people say, oh, the game has gotten soft and stuff like that. I don't think the game got soft. I just feel like, they changed the trajectory of the game, where now it's not about the big guy. Because if you look back in the early 90s, when I was growing up, the team was centered around the center. Straight up. The team was centered, like the Houston Rockets was centered around Olajuwon.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks was centered around Patrick Ewing.
Mm-hmm.
The old school Miami Heat, Alonzo Mourning.
Oh,
You still had your star guards, but that centerpiece was very, very important. Early on Spurs, David Robinson.
Dave Robinson, yeah.
You could go back. You could go back on any team. You could go back on any team, man. I think they decided to change the game once Jordan started winning all them rings. Because even before Jordan started winning, it was still a big man game, and Jordan never really had no dominant big man. But all the teams he played, they did. But like he said, man, like late 90s, early 2000s is when you saw the rise of the guards. And even in the early 2000s, it was still pretty much a big man's game. It still was pretty much a big man's game.
Oh, yeah.
But it did transfer into strictly guards. So, and that's what the league is about now. It's about guard play.
Yeah. There's no more like throw it down the big man, pivot and stuff. It's all back doors and shit and all that big man shit.
Create your shot.
Yeah.
Now, where before when the guards bring the ball down the court, the first thing they do is throw it inside.
Yeah.
And then that's what sets the tone of the play.
Yeah.
But it's not like that no more.
Oh, it's not
like that. So, that's how I believe the game has changed. Some people may say it made the game kind of weak, and I don't think it made the game weak. I just feel like, they switched it up.
Yeah. I think that and I feel like that's part of they want to clear up certain things and they want to make the game faster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They want to make the game faster and put more people in the seats now. We're probably, we think it's wrong to do that and everything, but that's the way it is. Now like I said, now for the last 15 years, they especially like them, they get the big guys from Europe and other parts, they shoot threes now.
Right. Those guys are multi-dimensional. They don't just guard the basket. And just look at it from this too, bro. You can look at it from this standpoint. Look at all the children. Most of their favorite players of the children that was born in the late 90s to the early 2000s, all of their favorite players are guards.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All of their favorite players, Steph Curry, all of them are guards. Mm-hmm. They're guards. LeBron, Kobe. You don't hear none of these young kids saying, my favorite player is Shaq. Mm-hmm. My favorite player, Anthony Davis. Yeah. My favorite player, Draymond Green. It's the guards. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Chris Paul. It's all guards. Mm-hmm. When we was growing up, there was a lot more children who who favored the big guys. Like me, growing up, I was a Shaq fan.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Shaq fan growing up. Shaq was my man.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Shaq, I was a Karl Malone fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that who really start put the ball in front as a big one is Tony Kukoc. And then when he came in for Chicago like in the mid-90s, I think that's like kind of like opened up everything for European players, big men put it on the floor, shoot and stuff like that. I told in New York, he kind of like really, and then that's when like you really start to so call Tony Kukoc because and he did well. He did well.
Yeah, he was nice. Tony Kukoc was nice.
Tony
And he was semi-clutch. He was kind of like a semi-clutch player a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah. I like Tony Kukoc, even though I hated the Bulls because they always used to beat the Jazz.
yeah,
But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. So
See, I like John Stockton, but I was a Karl Malone fan.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because when we was growing up, that was the name of the game, the big men.
yeah.
The big men were the dominant players on the court.
Pick and roll.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm saying like people say, oh yeah, it was not boring because you got big men was stepping up. You got Karl Malone, of course Shaq. Now people don't want to talk about Pat, but you got to throw Pat in there too. Pat.
Yeah, Ewing. Yeah, Ewing.
You know, to me, Pat never really had a supporting cast that more than 2 years. That could be it's always changed up. Now I'm gonna tell you, like when Bernard King got hurt, and then he came back. In my feeling. I mean, what I see in my eyes, they should have kept Bernard. There's no ifs and buts about it. I really believe if they would have kept Bernard, I think that they could have squeezed out one.
Mm-hmm.
They could have squeezed out one.
I think Patrick Ewing always had a good team around him. I just feel like at that time, bro, the NBA was so competitive, man. You got to think about that too.
Yeah,
the NBA was competitive back in that time.
Yeah,
there was a lot of teams that were competitive.
Yeah, and you know, both the East and the West was very competitive.
Right, especially the East.
Yeah.
Especially the East. Now, all of the competition is in the West.
Yeah.
All of the competition, I'm talking about the high level competition where we seeing dudes go at each other all the time. Yeah. That's in the West now. Mm-hmm. But before, man, you had Detroit in the East. You had Miami.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Philly when they had Iverson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Remember, they went to the finals one year.
And don't forget about the early '90s when C. Ware was with the Bullets.
Right. That's exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't easy for Ewing. It wasn't easy for Monkey Man.
It wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't easy for him. It was not easy for him. Then think about this. In the early '90s, then you had Charlotte. The Hornets wasn't no slouch team.
The young Morning and Larry Johnson and Curry.
Yeah, they wasn't no slouch team.
No, sure wasn't.
It was not no slouch team. It was not no slouches. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it was hard. It was hard playing during that time. So the people who won championships, man, I know they happy they won. Because it was hard to win back then.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, guess who you're going to see in the Eastern Conference Finals? Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
So before you even get to the championship, you gotta knock out Mike.
Yeah.
You gotta knock out Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Which is very difficult to do.
Very difficult.
So that's why I still think I would still say Patrick Ewing is one of the great. He's a top 50 great player of all time, even though he didn't win a ring. He's still in the greatest players of all times. Still. I think Patrick Ewing should still get that. He still earned that. Because he played in a time, man, where it was hard. It was hard to win. It wasn't easy.
It wasn't.
It was not easy, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Knowing you got to play Mike in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, that's not easy at all.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. It's true, because it's like every time like you go to Chicago, right? You got to play in the conference finals. They said, "Damn, Mike again."
You're gonna see Mike.
Yes, obviously you defeated already. But I think the Knicks was like one of those teams that played Chicago cold. But I just think the Knicks at that time, they had players that back in the 80s, they was very, very good. They was old. I gotta give credit done. They was old. And then they just to me, Chicago had better players, better fresh legs. Ray zone your back. Yeah, so Ray.
Yeah, I'm here. Just give me a second. I gotta do something real quick. Just give me a second.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, they just said I think they had better play. I think the Knicks had play, but they was a grinding team. You got Charles Oakley. He wasn't really not all that old, but you got Xavier McDaniel. He was pushing. Oh, then you got oh man, what's that for? And he can handle real good too. He passed away a few years. Anthony Mason. They had people, but I think in crucial times, the Knicks did not have enough people could put the ball in the hoop besides Patrick Ewing and Starks. And even sometimes Starks was inconsistent. Starks play hard. I'm not gonna say he didn't, but I think down the line, Pat need help in crucial times. And then the Knicks did not get enough help of offense. Their defense was there, but to me, I feel they didn't have enough players that could really help. That's what I didn't understand why they got rid of Mark Jackson, and I didn't understand why in the early night you got rid of Ross Strickland, because if they would have had either one of them, and then if you kept Bernard King, what? You gonna tell me they cannot squeeze championship? Because ain't nobody cannot hold Bernard. He went to the Bulls, went to Washington. He still made an All-Star team. So I think the Knicks at those they made some stupid ass moves.
That ain't nothing new for New York.
I know. That's my team. That's my team. I was born and raised in New York. They say, what you think about now? I ain't want to think. Just go another subject. God damn.
I mean, I respect, I respect the Knicks fans and all of that, and because I'm a original New Yorker, born and raised in New York too. But I just never was a Knicks fan.
Mm-hmm.
I really just never was. I don't know why. It's just from young, I guess things change, over time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I noticed like a lot of the older guys, they grew up liking certain teams or just even liking their home team.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, as the generations go on, it's like you really don't have that no more. Like you won't. That's like, for instance, a lot of older guys, they may like their favorite team might be the shittiest team, but that's their team still.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that with Knicks fans. It's like that with a lot of older guys they really be rooting for their home team. I noticed like a lot of the younger guys, like growing up, a lot of my friends weren't Knicks fans. I got a couple who are diehard Knicks fans though. That's my close friends. You know what I'm saying? They riding with the Knicks win or lose. But I noticed like in my dad era and under him, the guys under him, they all like the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
They either Knicks, if they not the Knicks, they Laker fans.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that with the older, like with the older generation, and it's even like that with football, you
Mm-hmm.
know. They like the Giants. They want to see the Giants win. They want to see the Jets win. You know, I could care less.
Well, the Jets remind me of the Knicks. They really They do. They remind me. I only said, "What the fuck, the Jets, man? You motherfuckers like in the late '90s and the early 2000s. Y'all won the best team in the league. Y'all can't win the AFC champion. They be. I'm not. Yo, Miami come back from 30 point and we beat them. Marina did the fake spike throw. Tell you know he go. I don't want to talk about it, man. Yo, bro, Ray from New York too.
Yep, Bronx, New York.
Yep.
That's what's up, bro. My wife from the Bronx.
Oh, congratulations, my brother.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I'm from Brooklyn, wifey from the Bronx. So,
Mhm.
718.
That's why I put it there, my brother.
It's a
So I
fact.
guess you. So I guess you're a big baby Miller fan.
Let's talk about that now. Let's switch up now. That big baby. Oh, come on. You talk. No, okay. Let's. All right. You talk about it, Ray. We feel it. Big Baby Miller's my brother. He's a big baby boxer, and he's a little baby face fenster. He's a pussy. So.
I
Uh,
mean, I can't speak for Brooklyn dudes because everybody's made different, but I don't think Miller would be scared to fight Waller to a certain degree because
oh,
he will fight Waller and he's gonna lose to Waller. I think he's gonna lose like in the fifth round easily. He's gonna
no,
get
it's gonna be quick.
yeah, it's gonna be
Miller
quick.
cannot move. Miller is not gonna move. He gonna go straight ahead. That's gonna be target practice.
Yeah, I don't know what was he thinking. Like I remember he said a statement that he felt slower losing weight. Like he was 260 when he fought Duopar. He said he felt slow. Never heard some crap like that in my life. Like I never heard somebody said that for a statement. Like he liked to feel like 290. Like what the hell is wrong with you, bro? Like 290? Like damn, you too damn big. Like you're 6'4", goddamn weighing over 300 pounds. You like a defensive
And,
tackle.
and you know what I'm saying, Ray, as you know about boxing, and you know she Stacy, you know what I'm saying, I'm technical thing. You picture if somebody kid his chest real hard. He can't go be breathing. You don't need an oxygen tank.
I don't
I
know what's
mean,
go ahead.
I'm gonna just say this real quick, cause I'm a big guy myself. I think a lot of times, um, especially with athletes, when you've been big your whole life and you a big athletic guy, and he just may feel, he may say he feels slower, meaning he might be faster, but he just feel like that because he's used to moving at a certain speed at his at his specific weight that he's used to being at. So he may feel faster because he's bigger and moving at that speed compared to him being smaller and moving at a quicker speed. He probably just haven't caught up yet. You feel me?
That's true, yeah. That's
Because big athletic guys, they're used to feeling faster because if you 300 pounds and you run a 4.4 or 4.6 and you 300 pounds, if you lose weight and you may run a little bit faster, but you may not feel like it because you're smaller. He probably not used to that body yet. He got to get used to being a smaller guy. You know?
Yes, yeah, I can
I
see.
agree with that. I agree with that. But I'm more surprised that he used to be a kickboxer. That was surprising me about that. That he used to be a
Yeah,
kickboxer. Like I don't think his leg could go up 12, at least 5 inches off the ground. I'm just gonna be honest with this.
mm. Yeah. Right. Ray, did you hear about WBO that they're gonna they made that belt as super championship?
I
They
don't know
told me,
why.
yeah,
I don't know why.
they said if AJ beat Povetkin, he become the super heavyweight super champion, and then then after that he wait to almost 2 years for his next mandatory.
My thing is like this: if you're not the undisputed champion of all the belts, that don't mean nothing. I
Yeah.
want all the belts. I want to be like Lennox Lewis and the Great to have all the belts. Not
All the
everybody got to fight.
But I
You get
still
what?
don't understand why the WBO super
They just
heavyweight.
want.
That don't sound right.
I know it don't sound right, but they want to make it more of a thing with Joshua because Joshua got the appearance, the swag, and supposedly, and the things to make that belt look more extra.
I just it just for me is that to me he's not the real champion. The real champion is just really like the other guy, and for me it's that to me it should be a tournament, and it should be handpicked a tournament. Altis should be in the tournament. The alien, whoever it is, like six, and I think that AJ Fag Juice and Wilder should get buys. And then one who clean up or whatever it is, and they keep on doing what they gotta do, and most likely Josh will clean a Fag Juice clean this up and Wilder clean that up, and fuck it. Right now, we fighting for the belts. And then this how I feel right now too. All right, Joshua. Most likely everybody picking you to be Povetkin. That's not a given. No, Povetkin. Now, if Povetkin wins, right? The question is, Ray, you can go in there, you can talk about Chief State League if you want to. But, Ray, if Povetkin knock out Joshua, if he beat Joshua, so that means WBO, are you going to make Povetkin a super champion? And because think about it, because that means Povetkin got all the belts too. I'm just saying, Ray, you could jump in it. That just for me. Let me check the chat. Oh, what's going on? What's going on, my brother? Got Javen Bullets and the knowledgeable. Thanks for coming, my brother.
Shout out to Haven.
Yeah, what's up, hey? What's good? New media first. Yeah, so Ray must have got caught up in some things. So yeah, brother, but that's how I feel. And they give this person the wrong title and everything. And AJ ain't proving nothing. He ain't doing nothing and everything. So and he don't want to fight Wilder. He don't want to fight. What's going? I don't understand. To me, it's crazy. You know, yo, and this is crazy. Waiting for Ronald. I seen you. I seen the link. Have you got it? Have you checked it? I seen you the link.
Tell him to refresh his email or sign in to sign out, and they will pop up.
Oh. Oh. Um. Ron Figley, he said, Ray said, say it again, because I was.
Oh, sign out to his email and then sign back in, and it might pop up from there.
Yeah, he said sign. He said sign out your email and sign back in, and that should be refreshed. Ronald Figley. He said sign in, sign out your email, sign back in, and that should be refreshed. All right. Yeah, but you heard what I said, Ronald? I mean not Ronald, I mean Ray.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. AJ, I think he might be intimidated. Yes, we feel it, but I don't think when you're a boxer, it's one thing to duck each other, but in reality, you have to face somebody. You can't be scared. I don't think fighters are scared to a certain level. Like intimidated, yeah, but scared, they take their lives on the line to box other people. Like we all know Alexander Povector is a drug user. Like we know this guy
Oh,
cheats.
he
Like
boosted up too. Right. Exactly.
you get what I'm saying? Like you don't know what's the outcome. He might be juicing or anything like that. You guys not in that VADA program. This guy could be juicing, and one hit could end your life. But you go in the ring and box these dudes every month or every other month. You get what I'm saying? So we can't sit here and say fighters are scared of each other to a degree, but they are intimidated against each other and worry about injuries, losses, and statuses. That's what we facing now. It wasn't like back in the 80s and early 90s that dudes would just fight each other just for the hell of it and forget about the pain and suffering and all the brain damage later on in life. These guys was there to fight. But now because of statuses of the social media era, people just like, nah, I don't need to hurt myself. I gotta be a superstar. I gotta be an actor and stuff like that. I gotta make sure I don't get beat up that bad and all this other stuff. That's why they lost the pride to fight. That's why you got people like Waller, Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, the Charlos, and to name a few that, they were surviving the 80s and early 90s of boxing. They would be the ones that'd be fighting the Roberto Duran, the Tommy Hitman Hearn, the George Foreman, the Mike Tyson, the Lennox Lewis, the name they class weight. You get what I'm saying? They will fight those dudes and, create a general of revenue and Hall of Fame. Because we still talk about Tommy Hitman Hearn, Marvin Hagner, the Marvelous. You understand? Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson. You name it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. But it just for me is that
Yeah.
for me it's that the world is about to be at war, man. What do you mean, Jarvis? What that means? Y'all tripping? Oh, you young, so you don't understand. Okay. I ain't gonna pay attention to that. We fair, I ain't gonna pay attention. But yeah, but it's just for me, it's like WBO, and it's like the federations of boxing. I'm talking about the heavyweight. You protecting AJ. Y'all really, y'all just trying to make it harder for Wilder to really fight, and to me, like I said, what? Because I got it from the boxing clinic in Moore. I was going through my phone. I said, what? Yeah. I'm like, you have to be kidding me. I mean, I want to know her paying off these people. We have to ask that. That's a legit question. Is Hearns is paying off these federations so they make it harder for Wilder and other fighters? Because to me, Dillian White is not going to fight Ortiz. He's not. He's not gonna fight him. Then you got Parker. I don't know what Parker gonna fucking do. I don't know. I don't know where he at. Baby Miller, I don't know. And I feel like this: if these fighters do not want to fight fighters that that can fight, they you should get their license. You shouldn't box. You shouldn't fight. That's what it's all about. Get to the championship, fight the best. You see, like these clowns, these clowns, they trying to act like there's something wrong. Wilder want to fight. I want to fight. I want to fight the best. AJ, You go now, you most likely you gonna have all the belts. You know, if you say you the best, AJ, I think you will get Povetkin out the way, get Povetkin out the way, and put all the belts on the line. Stop being afraid. And then after that, if you lose, you know what I'm saying? You know, have the stipulation is going to be a rematch. Come on, AJ, man, you acting like a straight up, man, straight up stinking ass pussy, man. Put up them belts, man. And you're a paper champion anyway. That's a referee champion. So to me, AJ, you was default champion. Oh my goodness. Ray, you can jump in. All right, hey. Thanks for coming back. And also, for me, it's like, you know, it's like, then you got some people in the UK, you know, they backing this fag up. And you know, oh, he's doing it right, you know. Yeah, we talking about boxing, Hayden. We talking about boxing. And so it's crazy. It really is. I don't I don't know. It's crazy. It's just crazy. It's just mind-boggling to me. So, Haven, you know about boxing, brother? If anything not going on, we're gonna close this out in a few minutes and everything. But we usually we have our underrated sports show every Monday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna wait around about, let's say, about maybe 3-4 more minutes. Anybody want to make any remarks in the chat? Feel free, because most likely we're gonna lock this down at 9 o'clock. Ray Zone, anything you want to say? Do you what did you think about the fights throughout the weekend? Yo, bro, yo, CCC, you can talk.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Well, okay. I'm saying wherever you want to chime in. Well, I keep on talking until Ray on zone come back. But now the fight Ortiz fought against this Russian guy, and he made quick work of them. Quick work. You know, the guy, he throwed his possum, or the Russian guy, he throwed his jab, it wasn't doing nothing. And it wasn't really doing, it wasn't even hitting no. And so Ortiz, the big guy, he dropped the left. I mean, he dropped the jab just a little bit. Ortiz come with the right, hit him with the face, and he came straight for the left. All his power. KO'd him, I believe, the second round, I think, and got him out there. He made quick work out of Robert Easter against Mikey Garcia. Mikey won, and that was like I think that was featherweight, I think, and Mikey won a challenge Errol Spence. So he wants to go up 2 weight classes to fight Spence, and that fight might be the end of the year. And so my thing is the boxing that we want to see more great fights. We want to see some weight class unify. That's what we want to ask for. And I feel that there's quite a few promoters, they want to have their hands in it, and even you got old promoters that have been part of boxing for over 50 years. They holding up the process and stuff like that. And then you got some fighters that they want to be like Floyd Mayweather, and they want to ask for the numbers, but they not Floyd Mayweather. Floyd worked hard, you know. Floyd worked hard to get where he at. You know what I'm saying? You're not Floyd. You got to constantly keep on fighting. You know, to get better, be in the championship picture. And these a lot of these people, a lot of these fighters, and then that's what they do, and that's why for me I'm just tired, and I know other people start hearing the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? If both people, I'm talking about, it could be any weight class. If they got consecutive champions, fight. Damn. Why you gotta wait, man? Till then you got Keith Thurman. He's getting ready. He got the super belt. He didn't fight for like almost 2 years, and he playing possum and stuff like that. I feel like this: if you're not fighting for a long, if you refuse to fight for your man choice, they should take the championship away. But we find out that a lot of people had their hands on it. That's why, like the LDBC, we saying we want to see the best fights, and that's what it's all about. It shouldn't be waiting and all that, and playing, and you waiting to fight this certain person because you think you're gonna make more money. You just take that fight, and then you get a better fight afterwards. And I find out there's a lot of fighters, they just wasting time. And then you got other fighters that want to fight, you holding them up. And then you got a lot of them, then you got some fighters right now. Then you got, as I talked in a few minutes, and then you got other fighters that, hold on, fam, hold on. Can I call you back in a few minutes? I'm gonna call you back. All right. All right. And then you got some fighters, they want to be prima donnas. They want to act like, oh yeah, I should get this, I didn't get that. But a lot of them, they ain't fought like in maybe almost 2 or 3 years. And it's downright, to me, it's not right. Ah damn. I
I
want.
mean, bro, you gotta remember too, boxing is one of the most political sports.
Mm-hmm.
All sports have its politics to it because it's dealing with business and other things. So, you know, certain things is gonna happen, but boxing is extremely political, extremely. So, you know, what I see with boxing is it's all about and this is what Floyd is a master at. He's a master at negotiations
Mm-hmm.
and business. And a lot of these new guys, they up under these trainers and they up under these managers and shit, and they're being told to sit back and wait. Listen, we're gonna sit back and wait till we get this guy. If we get this guy, I know we gonna make this off the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what boxing is really about. It's not about putting on a great fight for the fans. I mean, that's gonna happen. Whoever want to see the fight gonna pay to see it. But boxing is strictly about politics, money.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you be having guys sitting out for 2, 3 years and all of that. It's not because don't nobody want to fight them or they don't want to fight. They waiting to fight the right person for the right purse. It's all about the purse. It's all about the purse. That's what it's about. So you gonna see that a lot in boxing. A lot of ducking and all of that. Why you think Floyd fought Pacquiao on his terms once he was ready? Come on, man.
I get
Floyd,
it.
he know what it is.
Oh yeah, I understand what you're saying. You're absolutely right. But this is my thing for two. But these fighters be thinking they Floyd. You're not Floyd, homie. You didn't. You. I'm saying you didn't take the journey that Floyd did. Floyd come from the bottom. He networked himself all throughout these years. But at the time, he fought mandatories. He was not afraid. But these cats, they just want to make damn excuses. God damn, just fucking fight. Just
I,
fight, and you
I,
never know that they come in.
and
That's
it's
it.
not even just that they probably think that they Floyd. What they doing though is they're learning from Floyd, and what they're learning is that the art of negotiating. And if you really want this fight, pay for it. Oh, y'all don't want to pay me this now? All right. Well, I'll sit out a whole year and then get the fight. Then y'all gotta pay me more. So it's not just that they think they Floyd. You know, they learning from Floyd. It's I think what Floyd has done to the boxing industry, to the sport of boxing, I think that should teach any young up and coming boxer how to deal with his business. When you're a great fighter and you know that people gonna come out and see you and spend that money, man, you could demand what you want. You could demand what you want. Yeah, you may not be as good as Floyd, but if you making that bread, you could demand a certain amount of money. And that's what Floyd mastered.
Mhm.
He mastered that shit. That's why Floyd gets what he wants. That's why he's always gotten what he wanted. And a lot of these other up and coming black men is probably using that same leverage. It's called leverage.
Yep.
It's called leverage. Listen, y'all want this fight that bad? Pay for it.
Mhm.
Pay for it. If y'all not gonna pay for it, then y'all won't see the fight. Look what Floyd. Isn't that what Floyd did with the Pacquiao fight?
Yeah.
Y'all want to see this shit? Tell him stop using steroids.
Mhm.
Oh, y'all still want to see this shit? Well, you're gonna have to pay me this, and you're gonna pay Pacquiao this.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? You can do that. He learned how to levy. It's leverage, man. He understands that. You know who
Mhm.
else understands leverage using their celebrity power? LeBron James.
Mhm.
He's another one. He's another one. So any up and coming athletes, they got people that they could look and learn from. And a lot of these guys, they're learning that from Floyd
Mhm.
to be business savvy. Don't just get into these fights because it's gonna be a good fight and y'all gonna be bloody and getting yourselves beat up and all that. That it ain't about that no more.
Mhm.
It's not about that. Floyd Mayweather changed the trajectory of boxing.
Mhm.
You can come out the sport of boxing and still be sane. You know, don't be suffering a bunch of concussions. You ain't old and washed up, and you could still get rich.
Mhm.
A lot of these guys is trying to do that. And it's
Yeah.
not that they trying to be Floyd. That's a smart goddamn that was a smart goddamn way to go about it. Think about it. Imagine if Muhammad Ali would have did what Floyd did. Floyd did what a lot of other boxers couldn't do. Floyd left the goddamn game unscathed. He ain't walking around stuttering, shaking, none of that. None of that. Still got his brain, know what I'm saying? Still got his health, all that shit. And he rich. And he's rich. There's not a lot of boxers that have done that, bro. And these young guys coming up, they want to do the same shit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And we can't be mad at them for that. Can't be mad at them for that. Floyd changed the boxing world, man. It ain't about getting beat up in the ring and getting punched on and getting your goddamn teeth knocked out. No, Man, that shit over. Them young boys ain't trying to do that, man. Them dudes trying to have a fight and then go out to the club afterwards. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of ways that people are used to things is a thing of the past, man. That shit is over with. It's over. And to me, it's nothing wrong with that. If you could fight for 20 years or as long as Floyd fought, you know what I'm saying? And leave the sport a rich man with all your teeth, with all your fingers and your brain cells and all that. Shit, man. You the man. And a lot of these other guys, they want the same shit. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with handling your business a certain way. Why you think Floyd is one of the richest athletes? Period. Not just because he know how to fight, it's because he mastered the boxing business. And a lot of these other guys, they're trying to do the same shit. Shit, if I can maximize the amount of money they'll pay to see this fight, shit, we gonna make them pay for it. That's all it is, bro. I understand, you know, how y'all feel about dudes ducking fights and all that type of shit. We gotta understand we in a new age. We in the new age, bro. That warrior shit is over and played out. Getting beat up in the ring and all that shit is played out, bro. These dudes ain't trying to do that. They ain't trying to do that, bro. It's a new day in sports. New day. So, you know, that's my opinion on that, bro.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. Before you make your last remarks, let me read these names out. Thank everybody that come. Thanks for coming. J Dog, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. J Dog, 8807. Ray Zone, thanks for coming to the panel. Thanks a lot. Ray Zone 718. Subscribe to my brother. Gregory Hyatt. Gregory White, thanks for coming, my brother, all the way. LDBC all day. Shout out to LDBC. Sugar Bay, thank you for listening. Very much appreciate. Ronald Freakley, we're going to get you on next time, brother. We're going to get you on. Thanks for coming, family. Jarvis Davis, thanks for coming. Very much appreciate it. See who else. Chocolate, thanks for coming, for supporting us. Very much appreciated. Bracy One, thanks for coming, my brother, as always. Haven Bulls and the knowledgeable, thanks for coming, my brother. Very much appreciated. Come back. See, did I get the... Oh, Afro Central Atomic TV, thank you. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you. Very much appreciate. Subscribe and like to everybody, each other in the chat. Subscribe to yours truly, the Underrated Darkness, the ones that didn't. Also support. I'm supposed to subscribe to my brother. She stays asleep. Life Machine Power. Thank you again. Yeah, broke free from bar area. Yeah, he no good. Brother Rob, what's good, family? What's good? All right, brother. Oh yeah. Before I shut this down, I want you to go to She Stacy TV. He did. Brother Rob did an excellent presentation. About what's the name again, brother? I can. Man, my brother. Aboriginal. So I want to go check that out. He did it last night on She Stay Sleep TV. Waiting for my brother to come back so he can make his last remarks.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
All right, you make your last remarks, brother.
All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all for coming through, supporting me and my brother. Mainly support my brother, the Underrated Darkness. You know, make sure y'all subscribe. If y'all like the sports show, we're live every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the Underrated Sports Show. So go ahead and subscribe to that. Subscribe to my brother to stay in tune with that. Also, y'all can subscribe to me, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm the co-host on the sports show, so come through, show us some love, check out our content. If this the first time you listening in, we appreciate all the love and support, man. And as long as y'all keep supporting and coming through and giving y'all feedback, that's gonna encourage us to keep doing the sports show. You know, so we definitely need we definitely need and appreciate y'all participation, whether it's y'all coming to the panel or just being in the chat and you know adding y'all input is very much appreciated, man, because it keeps us going. You know, we started doing this show where it was just me and my brother, and now we see that we're getting some nice support. So, you know, just keep it coming, y'all. Keep sharing the shows, and we gonna keep this thing going. So shout out to y'all. We appreciate all the love and support. Peace.
Okay, hold on, brother. Tell them about the presentation of with Brother Rob on your channel. I said because I forgot the name, so they could check it out, please.
Well, if you haven't yet, subscribe to She Stay Sleep TV. That's my channel. Um, Last night I did my brother Rob did a powerful presentation on my channel. It's called Africans Are Not Indigenous, you know, or Aboriginal. Um, he basically was bringing facts and presentation form of, you know, basically debunking this whole Aboriginal theory that's been going on YouTube. So y'all could definitely go check that out. That's on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Africans Are Not Indigenous. So y'all go check that out. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks a lot. And also, I did a live before that. YouTube cult and follows. Pay attention. That's on my channel. Check that out. Very important. So, on behalf of Raid Zone 718, my brother and my co-host, She Stays Sleep, and the rest of the chat that's source of love. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. And on that note, um, have a good night. If you travel, please be safe out there because you know how the climate is for our family. It's very critical. So if you're going to travel in groups, look out for each other, make some calls, and do what? We got to learn to care for each other. And on that note, I am Ghost.